By the way, Game always says, you've got game. And I believe with some money saving tips, indeed, you've got money saving tips. Game. Hi everybody, my name is Rebecca, also known as Mama B, and you are welcome back to my channel today. Today I want to talk about Game South Africa. And Game South Africa has got nothing to do with sport whatsoever. Rather, it is one of the biggest retail store in South Africa where you can buy a whole range of products from gadgets, kitchen gadgets, TVs, cell phones, camping stuff, clothes, food stuff, groceries, name it. And it's been in existence for quite some years now. I think it's been in existence for about 50 years. So I just want to chat about Game's price beat policy. And the reason why I want to talk about it is that I found that quite a lot of people are really not aware of these policies, and there are quite a lot of policies that they've got, but the one I'm so much particular about is the price beat policy. I mean, the few people that know me, they know that when it comes to saving money, any tips that will save me money, I'm always up for it. And I find that their price beat policy is a very good one. So speaking of their price beat policy, if you check their website, you will find their policy spelled out there. And better still, if you have purchased anything in the recent times and you have your till slip, that is your receipt with you, if you check the back of that receipt, like the one I'm having right here, you're going to find their price beat policy written at the back of the till slip, so you can actually get yourself informed on what it's all about. So what is it about their price beat policy? Game says they will not be undersold and that they beat any price. Imagine that. So that's the promise. If you check their leaflet, like I've got one here, you're going to find we beat any price written on it. So they stamp it in quite a few places. At the back, same thing, we beat any price. So if you want to know what they means by saying we beat any price, that is what I want to break down for you today. So back to my talk for the day. I'm going to break down the policy into 3 simple categories for easy comprehension. So number 1, Game says if you buy any product from them and within 21 days the same product is on sale, which implies that the price has reduced from when you bought it within 21 days. Game promises to give you the difference. So let's say you bought a pressure cooker for 1,400 Rand at Game, and within 21 days the same product is now being sold at Game for 1,200. What Game expects you to do is to come back to Game and you tell them that you bought this item few days back for 1,400 and now they are doing it for 1,200, and you go with your till slip, you give them proof where they are selling it cheaper right now. So maybe like a leaflet like I'm holding, you give them the page or you show them on their web page. Once Game verifies, Game will give you the difference. So for the example that I gave, if you go to Game and you tell them, they give you your 200 Rand difference, and that's extra 200 Rand in your pocket. I mean, for me, that is a big deal. Number 2, if you buy something at Game And within 21 days, the same product is being sold at a lower price at a competitor. By a competitor, it means other credible, verifiable retail stores. Game wants you to come back to them and you tell them your story, to say, I bought this product here at Game, and after I bought it, I discovered that a particular retail store is selling it cheaper. So you go with the proof that another store is selling it cheaper and the proof of how much you bought it. So what Game will do, they will verify, and if indeed within 21 days that you bought it from them, another retail store has sold it cheaper, they give you the difference. So if you take the example of the pressure cooker again, you bought it at Game for 1,400, and within 21 days another competitor is selling it for 1,200. Not Game now, another competitor entirely. You go to them and you tell them your story, and they will give you your extra 200 Rand back. And I think, nothing is cooler than that. Number 3, if you want to buy a product at Game and you find that at the same time you want to buy at Game, another competitor is selling it cheaper than the price that Game is telling you, you go to Game and you tell them that this product you are selling it for this price, but I found it cheaper at another competitor. You go with proof. They are not just going to take your word of mouth for it. You go with proof and you tell them another competitor is selling it for this price. So Game will verify your claim, and if indeed the other store is selling it cheaper than them, remember their promise is that they beat any price. So Game will sell it for you at a cheaper price than the competitor. But then the price they will sell it for you, they have a formula for it. So they're going to look at the difference between the competitor's price and their own price. Then they take the 10% of the difference, and then their new price will now be the competitor's price minus that 10%. Let's use an example. So let's say you want to buy a microwave, and Game wants to sell the microwave for 2,000, and you find it at another competitor for 1,600. You can go to Game and tell them that you found this product at another competitor for 1,600. So what Game will do, they do the difference, 2,000 at Game minus 1,600 at a competitor, that is 400 Rand. What is the 10% of 400 Rand? That is 40 Rand. So the competitor is selling it for 1,600. Game want to sell it for you cheaper. So they are going to sell it cheaper at 1,600 minus 40 Rand. So you will end up buying it 1,560. Look at where you're coming from. They say it's 2,000. The competitor says it's 1,006. And finally you are buying it 1,560 Rand. So those are the price beat policy that I think a lot of people are missing out on, and I just want to share it out there for as many that are not aware, or you are aware and you think it's too good to be true. I've never thought of it. So you've got a chance to really try it out. Of course, there are terms and conditions that are applicable to this. Number 1, the product has to be exactly the same barcode, the price is the same, the warranty is the same, everything is the same. The only thing that is different is the price. Number 2, this price beat policy is not applicable to new store opening. You know, sometimes when new stores are opened, they have this real price reduction on their product. So their price beat is not applicable to new store opening. It's not applicable to special events like Black Friday, and of course it's not also applicable to international online stores. But on their website, it does appear as if it applies to local online store, that means South African online store. However, I've had an issue with them in time past where they are arguing that the policy is not applicable to online stores, that you can bring proof from online and tell us to beat it with the price that is in store. Well, we've had that issue with them. Unfortunately, that time I didn't have access to internet, so I could not really show them where it was written on their website, and they too, they could not even show me anything in their store. I asked them to check their website for me in their store, and that particular store wouldn't just listen. So sometimes they don't want to honor this price. It depends, it really depends on the people you're dealing with, on the staff member you are dealing with at that point in time. But hey, even so, you can still check them out. Okay, I'm going to share an experience where I've tried this their price beat policy. In July this year, we needed to get a heating top that we can screw on the gas cylinder so that we can get a heater. For those of us in South Africa, the winter this year was something else. I mean, it was really, really, really cold. So we needed to just combat the cold somehow. And we've got gas cylinder. We just needed to buy this heating top that you can screw on the cylinder, and then you have a heater. So we were shopping around for these heating top, and we looked everywhere. We couldn't find a better price. So we went to Game, and the heating top was going for 549 rand. That's like 550 anyway. I must tell you, I was not happy with that price at all. It was a full priced item, no reduction whatsoever. But then the weather is cold, so I have to let go of the price issue, and we just bought it. So we bought it for 550 rand. I have the tail slip here with me. And as we were buying it, as we paid, deep down in my heart, I was hoping that within 21 days, that product will be included in their sale. And so it was. After about a week, the same product was at sale at Game for 400 rand. And I was back in the store in a jiffy, and I went with my steel slip, and I told them, I bought this for 550 rand, and now you're doing it for 400 rand. Can I have a refund of the difference? They verified, and when they found that my claim was true, I was given the difference of 150 rand. So imagine if I was not aware of such price beat. That's how my 150 rand will have just, gone, and there is nothing I will have done about it. So that is why I'm really, really sharing this tip with you. So if you want to do this, it implies that you should always keep your steel slip with you. Don't be among those that will just squish it together and then toss it in the bin. You keep your steel slip with you because you don't know when it might just be useful. And just as an extra bonus, I think for this year 2021, Games want to run their, instead of having just one day as Black Friday, they're declaring the whole month of November as Black November with different deal per week. So if you have been looking out to buy some cool gadget, maybe your freezer, fridge, TV, name it, this coming November and the next few days might just be what you should be looking out for. Maybe it may just be the plug you need to get your much desired gadget at a reasonable price. So I do hope you enjoy watching this video. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Share your experience. Let me know if you are aware of this or you're just hearing it for the very first time. Let me know just what you think generally about Game's price beat policy. By the way, Game always says you've got Game, and I believe with some money saving tips, indeed you've got money saving tips. Game. Thank you very much for watching. I will see you in my next video. Until next time, this is Mama B giving you money saving tips, 1 rand at a time. And they promise and give, and if you go to them, if you go to the Game, oh precious goodness,